That'll buff out. I've already got the story about this filmed, so I'm hoping to bring it to you soon. But today, we have the XK A220 P-40 fighter. So welcome, viewers, to the Philip Cockram channel. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. It helps me bring you these great videos that we all love. So, what do we do when we find a great product, folks? We buy two. So in another video that I've got coming, we're going to talk about the why buy two thing. Now obviously for airplanes and RC airplanes, we have specific kind of thing, because some people, not me, but some people crash their planes. And they might want to buy another plane because they love it. So and I learned a lesson about this many years ago. And so I'm going to call the little video I'm going to make on why buy two a mouse tail, because that's when I learned this lesson from this very old but very good Logitech mouse that you can see still works. And this new very crappy Logitech mouse that I got today. So we're going to make another video about that. But on today's video, we're going to unbox this beautiful little Warbird. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I just love these little planes. All right, so let's unbox this plane. One of the reasons I think it took so long to get here is because they were in the process of repackaging this in their planes. So when I bought this, it was in the pre-assembled form in the bigger box, and it looked like this. That's a picture from Blowy Fly RC. You should go check out his channel. He's got a lot of great videos on these little mini Warbirds and shows you how to bind them to other radios and stuff like that. So he has two of these. He has both versions. He has the original one that's pre-assembled and this newer one that is in the two-piece form. So I think that's why it took so long to get here. Hoping that is. So let's see what she looks like. Got our instructions. He's got that yellow card in there, the same as the Rare Bear has. Like a quick assembly card. Now you're going to have to not only screw the wing on, but plug the servo wire into the board, which is a little tricky, but not too hard. So there's our beautiful wing. Nice paintwork on it. Really nice. The servo's pre-installed. Trim don't look too good. Okay, so that's new and then different. We've got adjustable links now. Here, similar to our bigger planes. We've even got a little silicone ring to hold the thing on. You can see the threads and the link there to do adjustments. And you can see we need some adjustments. Let's see if we try and equal that. Yeah, so even at equal there, I'm pretty high on both sides. So both links need to be a little bit shorter. You might do that too by just moving it up or down on those holes. You're going to change the length of those rods. But it's nice to have this fine adjustment. Just be careful when you take these apart to do it. Our other style is like this that we're used to. We have just the straight link that we can bend. So you're going to bend that or open that up to change the length of the rod. It's a little crude, but it does work. And then once you do it a couple times, it becomes kind of easier to make those adjustments. Really, once you adjust it, unless you crash, you're not going to really have to do it again. But it's really good idea to get that, nice and straight and trim perfect before you fly it out of the box. Yeah, it's got nice detail. We've got the battery hatch kind of already partly installed. That's where one of your screws is going to go. The other one's going to go there. At least it's got some nice reinforcement on it. Wheel mounts. I think these wheels, like the other ones, they just pop in there now instead of screws. And there's the little tabs that the fuselage is going to click into on the wings. So It's got some improvement with those other links, but it's not quite as advanced as how the Rare Bear is, because they've got that nice link that's internal, built right into the fuselage, so the servo's not exposed like that. And it's just a much nicer, design and setup, right? So, but it could be because of the Rare Bear is kind of a thick-bodied plane, so it could be just in how, the actual shape of, they just don't have that kind of thickness to be able to do that internal link on it. I don't know. So, what else we got in the box? Got some props and some screws and a little screwdriver. So we've got one with the spinner already on it, and it looks like that's that nice, softer black plastic quick release or breakaway prop setup, like the Rare has. Same prop size, it looks like. There's the other ones. We've got wheels. Tail wheel has to be assembled. These look exactly the same as the Rare Bear. Let's pop them out and see if they roll, because these planes should be able to taxi if you've got a smooth surface, and if you can learn to take off and land with these things, I would say that's going to make you a pretty good pilot. So they're free and spinning. If these are not, if you've got other planes that these are bound up, or it just takes a little bit of fiddling finesse to get them to spin nice and free. So, it's typical hard rubber foam. So it looks like. Yeah. It's a little USB style charger in the plane, or the battery. It's more rectangular shape than the square shape that some of the other ones are, but I'm pretty sure that you could use any of the other ones from the other mini Warbirds. And there is the piece de resistance, the fuselage. And I guess that's French colors too, so it's appropriate that I say that. Oh, this looks nice, guys. The finish on this is really, really nice. And, that's plastic, that piece. It's not foam, the nose piece. I thought it was metal just for a sec because it's cold. You can see the screws there and stuff on it, holding it to where our motor is inside there, and our quick release or breakaway prop connector. Yeah, so that's a hard plastic piece, the nose. It's nice. I mean, that's obviously going to make it a little bit stronger. It feels stronger than, like the nose on the Mustang and the other planes. Beautiful detail they've got on it, the Jackie C. For a little mini plane, it really looks great. Looks like the assembly is pretty good. They've got the alignment and stuff going. And, there's a little bit of glue popping up there, but it's not bad. So it's our rear end of it. So that looks nice and straight. Now, we don't know if the servos are centered until we power up the whole thing, but they look pretty straight here, and our elevators look pretty straight, and our rudder looks pretty straight, and you can see we've got adjustable links here now too, which again is nice. So there's a little plastic receiver for tailwheel assembly. It feels great. So I did watch Blowy Fly RC assemble his, and it looked like this is pretty tight when you put those things together. So I'm gonna go get my little tweezers so I can put the servo wire into the control board, and then we'll try the disassembly, or the assembly, and we'll be right back. Oh, I almost forgot the controller's in the bottom of these boxes. It just kind of like sits there like that when you take the foam out, but it's somewhat secure. I'm gonna try the Rare Bear controller first on it to see if that binds up, because it is the same controller. All of these planes have the same controller. It'll be nice just to be able to use one on whatever, you could take 2 or 3 planes, but only need to take one controller with you. Okay, so the instructions are pretty clear on this. You can connect the plug, the wing to the servo, to the 3rd socket from the tail. So you can see there's 4 sockets there. So you're going to go the 3rd one down. And that's it. Right, so I'll try and show you this, whatever you can see. So I like to grab the plug in the right direction that it's go in, my little tweezers. You can almost hear the little snap of it. And there you go. That's it. Okay, so once you've got the plug connected in, you want to just be conscious where that wire is going, you know, before you put your wing in, so it's not gonna get wrapped around any of those your servos or anything like that. So just gonna kind of push it in the back with my thumb, line up the tail there, front, for a little tab of our battery connector wants to get in the way, so push that out of the way. That's a good sign. It's good so far. I would say we're lined up. You can see that's already touching there almost, but we still got a ways to go there. Our back, our front and back, our screws are going to be fine, but we got to get those tabs connected in. So I think you want to be kind of careful when you're doing this. Remember those tabs had a squeeze in kind of look to them, right? But I don't want to squeeze this very hard, so I'm going to kind of push up where those two tabs are on the wing, push down on the whole body. You can see it's already there, but the tabs haven't clicked yet. I would say you just want to take your time on this, and you know, maybe everybody's going to be a little bit tighter or looser than other people's. I'm going to open this up because this is pretty strong plastic and it might give us a little bit more flex in that area. Let's see if that helps. Oh, there we go. So that did help, because this piece is very rigid, right? So opening this made this not as rigid. Okay, that's one side. Let's try the other side. So the same thing, I'm putting my two fingers on either side of the underside of the wing like that, right? And then, you know, pushing it, my whole hand on the fuselage. It doesn't want to go. It's really tight. Oh, there it goes. Oh, no, it didn't. Boy, it's really tight. Any more pressure and I'm going to, you know, really damage the foam, I'm afraid. Let's try and work it back a little forth. The screws aren't, it's close. I think that's it. So it looks like it had to click a couple times to, you know, ease in. Maybe that's just the clip was tight, but I mean that feel. Oh no, it's not. I was gonna say it feels really solid without the screws now, but maybe it's not. To say I'm not really a huge fan of this because it's just. It's together. It wants to stay together, but it seems better now. So. Yeah, this isn't something you want to be disassembling and reassembling every time you go to the runway, that's for sure. So, you know, not having that one-piece box is, you know, I would say a little bit of a downer, but, you know, understandable. So again, the screws are just going to really stop it from hopefully popping out. It's plenty strong the way it is now because those clips are so strong, right? So. But she's together, so I'm going to find the right screws to go in, and we'll finish that up. Okay, so there's the screws that are included in it. You've got several long ones, a couple of shorter ones, and then there's one distinctly different. I'm pretty sure that's the propeller screw. Okay, well it took a lot longer than you know it should have, because you got to be a little bit careful, especially the first time trying everything, right? So it's just the long screws. I don't know why the short screws are in there, because you can't see anywhere that you used them on the plane. So you just put a long screw in the back, a long one in the front. You got to kind of be slow and careful pushing them in. The wheels don't have any place to like put screws in there. I don't think you're supposed to put a screw in these things. I tried them on the rear bear and you can't get them in there. So, and then the tail wheel's kind of the same wheel. You know, you can put it in so it's facing forward. So you want it facing backwards like you see it here. And once you get it, you got to kind of finesse it a little bit in that slot, but once you get it in there, she's in there. So let's put the prop on and get the battery in, and let's see if it works. Okay, so I'm going to try the battery that it came with. Let's check it here quick. And it's got 71% in it already. Not much of a charge. Good sign. Just another thing to point out, again, similar to the Rare Bear, because of this design of the wing and body being separate, the battery compartment is just cavernous. It's huge. So, I mean, that could be a bad thing, though, because you don't want your battery shifting around. Even these little guys, you want to be mindful of the center of gravity. So, just be aware of that. Right? You can see the little motor down in there. Okay, we plugged the battery in and turned the radio on, and I heard beep, beep. And when I flipped the throttle up and down, it went into the, I heard the gyro click on. So there's like the full gyro to it. And if you take that switch off, it goes off. So we've got left, right ailerons, up and down elevator, rudder. Everything's working good, properly, the right directions. Looks like the throws are good. So other than a little bit of adjustment to those linkages to get the trims right. So, you know, that's where it wants to sit right now. So it looks like that side is pretty good, I would say. But this side here just needs to go, you know, down on the bottom, if you will. So we want to tighten that link a little bit more. Yeah, it's the same way there, right? So that's not too bad. It's not perfect out of the box, but it's only a small adjustment. It works. Can't wait to try this thing out and fly it. Hopefully we can get some video of that for you guys. I have the feeling this is going to be a great flyer. I'm hoping so. That's why I got another one, because I really like the look of this plane. I think it's beautiful. They're getting a little expensive, these mini Warbirds. So I think, again, one of the reasons mine took forever is because I got this at a really good price. I got 2 of these for what the price of one of them cost now. Actually, even less, because a couple of the new ones that have come out have gone past like 130, 140. One of the new Spitfire that came out, they won $167 for at first. And now it seems to be trickled down already a few bucks. But wow, you know, I think that's pretty high, because there's a lot of great other planes that you can get once you get near the $150 range. So, you know, it is what it is. You know, they're beautiful little planes and they seem to be great flyers and stuff like that. But are they worth $150 or even $125? I don't know. I guess that's up to the beholder, right? So I guess that's our show for today, folks. That is the unboxing, assembly, control test of the XK A220 P-40 Mini Warbird. Love and peace from Canada, and we are YouTube.